Welcome into another high school preview show. We got Coach McConnell at Lucy Beckham. What's going on, Coach?
Not much, guys. How y'all? Thank y'all for having me.
We appreciate you hopping on. We got Espo down here at watching for Larry Bird.
Yeah, you never know what's going to pop out of these 12U church basketball leagues. You just never know.
You get serious in those church leagues, Coach. Coach, like I said, we appreciate you hopping on. We'll kind of jump right into it right here. Let's talk about last year a little bit, the journey you guys had along the way.
Yeah, so, we started off, with some tough scrimmages, played some tough teams. I got hired really like the end of November, beginning of December. So didn't really have no time to really know the guys. Kind of hopped right in. We went to work in the winter workout open season, and we got right to it. And we had some pretty good preseason battles. Played West Ashley, Pinewood Prep, and Philip Simmons, and got real battle tested. And went down to y'all's tournament over at Shipyard and went 3-1. Ran into Hanahan, and Hanahan was a real eye opener for us, man. They just really mollywopped us in that semifinal game, and that opened us up. That opened our eyes, and we kind of won the next two, beating Academic Magnet and Wando for the first time ever, and then we kind of ran back into another buzzsaw, put us in a blender. James Island dropped 2 to them in the region, and tough team they were, and we just kind of set back, and after that, man, we just took off, and ended up with a 20-10 season. Lost to North Myrtle Beach in the district round, and it was fun. It was a great round. It was a great season. Looking back, first year set the bar pretty high and just outstanding. Couldn't thank the guys enough because they bought right in. They wanted change. A lot of it was they didn't have a field in the previous years, and when you don't have structure, you don't have a routine, it makes it hard to be pretty consistent in the game of baseball, as you guys know. So, yeah, 20-10, and, we got really everybody back. We lost 2 guys, so moving on.
Yeah, and as you talk about that, kind of talking about that, getting everybody back, right? It is a newer school, so it's kind of now you guys are becoming an old team. But talk about those returners, some of those guys that you're looking to step up and lead you guys into making that next step this year.
Yeah, so we lost 2 guys. We lost Perrin Ketchen, who's now playing DB at Wofford. We lost Kevin Fagan, who was our center fielder. He's at USC Sumter right now. He's a fire ant. And, obviously those are 2 big guys to replace. They were our 1-2 hitters. I think they stole a combined 54 bases. they were quick on the base path. I know Perrin had 28 bags. And it was just – it's hard to replace those guys, but we're returning every starter other than 2. We got Ryan Roggen back, who'll step in at short for us. We got Tommy Byrne back, Hank Apley, who's heading to the Citadel, back behind the plate. All of our pitchers are returning, which is always a good thing when you got all your arms back. But yeah, we got everybody. You name him. Riles Morris is in his 5th year of varsity baseball. He played as an 8th grader, so he's a veteran for sure. Sam Dillman's back. Just really everybody. Holman Blake. I don't want to forget any names, but we got 14 seniors, guys, and 8 returning juniors off of last year's team. We're going to be rolling this season with 23 guys. So we got a lot of dudes coming.
This may be a little harder question here with all those guys coming back. Some newcomers, maybe even guys that may be that junior year that did not contribute as much last year that you think have a chance to contribute a lot this year.
Yeah, so we got Max Kanishi, third baseman. He's a sophomore, tall, lanky, 6'3", solid hitter, one of the best defenders I've ever coached. He's going to be big for us. He's going to be huge. We got 8 guys committed to play college baseball right now, about to be 9 here soon. But he's going to have a shot. He's going to compete. We got Nolan Alexander, also sophomore, big, tall, 6'3" righty, running it up about 82, 83 miles an hour right now. So we're excited to have him. Robert Breckenridge is behind the plate. He's going to be helping Hank Apley back there. And that helps us a lot with Hank's speed to be able to maneuver him around in the outfield because, I think the Citadel's kind of looking at him to kind of go out there a little bit and play. So get him some good reps this year with that. Get to take a break. So, that's three pretty big guys. And then, you got other guys that was on the team last year that didn't get a whole lot of reps. That's really a breath of fresh air, like Andrew Hoover. He's going to be a third baseman for us. Ryan Rogan last year, y'all didn't really get to see a good glimpse of him. He was hurt. He was battling a growing injury, played third base for us. I mean, he was a 305 hitter with one leg, and he was a good defender. So we're really hoping he's going to make a huge impact sliding over to his primary position back at short on two legs, man. That's going to be awesome to watch. But yeah, we got those guys looking to make a huge impact that they didn't get a lot of. Their name wasn't called a whole lot. They was around it, but they're going to be big for us, definitely.
Now, you kind of touched on this a little bit. I'm in this, and obviously you throw about, guys bouncing back, a lot of these newcomers coming in. Expectations, right? And I know this one kind of gets a little funky because, I know we get on this and we get a lot of coach speak going on here. But, and I get it. Everybody wants to play it cool and not throw too much stuff out there. But, I mean, I would throw it out there if we were doing our coaches show right now where we're making some picks. Lucy Beckham might be at the top of our thing out there. But from your standpoint, expectations of what you guys are looking for rolling into the 25 season?
Well, I mean, our expectations don't really change from year to year. Obviously you want to compete in every game. I mean, that's one of the biggest expectations, but every coach is going to tell you, it's to win the last one. It's to win the state championship. And obviously that's the goal. But, I walk by the school every day, and Beckham's winning a lot of state titles and a lot of things. We don't have one trophy from baseball. And, we want to try to win the classic. We want to try to win the region. We want to try to win all these things. We want to fill this trophy case this year as best as we can. But my personal goal is to finish. We dropped 10 games last year, and I think we had chances in all of them except, I'm not going to lie, Hanahan and J.I. kind of mollywopped us. But other than that, the games we dropped, we had chances and we didn't finish. And we just want to finish. Like even North Myrtle Beach, they beat us 2-1, great team. We had a few they put us in a blender a few times, and we just wasn't prepared in those situations. Our guys has never really been in those big moments, those big stages. So now I think the goal is to finish. Let's not just start hot, let's finish hot. And that's the main expectation that I think I'm a roll with, and what we're preaching to the guys is just finish. Don't go out there, play half a game, finish the season strong. That's what we want to do. Not run out of gas. And that's been our whole offseason approach too. I keep reminding them of those 2 North Myrtle Beach games in the playoffs, just out of gas. The first one, we had a shot, great team. Luke Rupert got the best of us. And, we just got to finish. That's what we got to do. We got to finish.
Coach, I got one more for you here. I think me and Sam would agree, was probably the best classification in baseball last year. In terms of those teams in the playoffs and throughout the entirety of the year. But you move up to 5A this year. You got a pretty good region at that too. What's that going to be like in terms of being different? But you still got those guys prepared because they faced the teams like James Island, Hanahan, and North Myrtle last year.
We're kind of playing it just like I played it last year. I came in last year. I didn't know the region. I had to do my homework and do those things, and we're going to do that. We played Stratford last year. They're going to be really good. Played Wando last year. They're going to be really good. Saw Berkeley in the fall. They're going to be really good. I mean, it's going to be a dogfight every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And to prepare them, it's like I told them, we talked about it Monday at practice. The chapter's closed on last year. You got to motivate now for this year. And we're the new kid on the block. I mean, these guys has been facing each other year in, year out, so we have an element of surprise in a way, but don't think they don't know that we had a good year last year. I mean, they want to beat us, and that's the narrative that's changed. Is now, people know what we have returning. People know we got to be prepared every day, and if that don't prepare you, need to check your pulse. That's the way it kind of is. We're going in this as the new guy on the block, and we're just going to try to compete every day, man. But it's going to be. I can't wait for it to start. I can't wait for region play, man, because I respect all them coaches. They've all been great to me. Last year's region welcoming me. They helped me with everything. This year, the coaches has been awesome. Coach Osterman's really been a breath of fresh air for me. Dirk down the street, awesome guy, one of the nicest men I've ever met. They've been great. Coach Cox, can't thank them guys enough. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But there's not really. I'm not comfortable at all. I mean, I'm just gonna not lie. I'm not coming in here like, oh yeah, we can take it. I mean, every team in our region can beat each other every night. It's just who wants it the most, who does everything right, who makes the less mistakes, and we just got to get after it.
Yeah, I remember 2-3 years ago, where obviously before you got down there, when Lucy Beckham was down at the Shipyard preseason showdown, and there was a bunch of babies running around in the field. And I remember me and Drew and Austin were like, these guys got a chance in a couple of years to be pretty good. And now here we go. You guys coming off of last year, and we're excited to see you guys again this year, where now everybody's old, it seems like. And now you kind of got that constant flow with everything on here. So we're excited to watch you guys again, obviously come this spring early on. And we appreciate you hopping on here, and wish you and your team the best of luck coming into this 2025 season. So appreciate you hopping on and joining us on this wonderful coaches show tonight.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. I thank you guys too, man. Really, really enjoy y'all's tournament. Hope y'all have us back. When we get done with IP next, or excuse me, the Classic. Sorry, I'm from Georgetown, so that's gonna take some getting used to. But yeah, man. I mean, it's what you guys do for our state, man, with baseball is just awesome, and can't thank you guys enough for having me and scouting the boys and just doing their best to put them on the platforms, man, to help them get to the next level. So I really appreciate you guys for all you do.